Happy New Year! It's Friday, January 1st, 2021, and time for the very first Be Positive No Bad News this year. I am Be Positive. You're listening to No Bad News. Our very first 2021 Be Positive Person of the Week is Youngstown entrepreneur Carmella Williams. Her formal education includes a business advisor certificate from Kent State University, a master's in public administration from Cleveland State University, and a BSAS in business administration and marketing management from Youngstown State University. Carmella wears a variety of entrepreneurial hats, only a few of which, because of time, will be highlighted today. She is Youngstown, Ohio's Micro Enterprise Program Director, where her focus will be on assisting businesses owned by women, Black and Indigenous, and people of color as they work to bounce back from the pandemic by offering eligible business opportunities to access grants and technical assistance. In 2013, Ms. Williams founded Carmella Marie, a plant-based hair and beauty company focused on creating products for women who are crown-focused on self-care, career, entrepreneurship, family, or community. Following the tragic death of George Floyd this past summer, Ms. Williams started Black Period with a T on the end. Black Period is focused on Black economics, wellness, and civic engagement. Black Period will inject 50% of its profits into the Black community to impact the Black community, period. Carmella serves on the board of directors for the Better Business Bureau of the Mahoning Valley. Congratulations to you, Ms. Carmella Williams, our first Be Positive Person of the Week in 2021, doing a whole lot of good in our neighborhood. You are listening to Be Positive, No Bad News. Up next, our Spotlighted Business. This week's Be Positive Spotlighted Business is Jimmy's Italian Specialties, located in Liberty Township near Youngstown, Ohio, at 3230 Belmont Avenue. Jimmy's has become the premier Italian experience in the area. Established in 1974, in a garage on West Federal Street in Youngstown, Ohio, less than a mile from their current location, Jimmy started out as Italian gift shop, selling imported glassware and dishes. Jimmy's has grown into an award-winning specialty food retailer, offering an expansive array of imported Italian groceries, homemade breads, cakes, cookies, and pastries. One of the largest selections of Italian deli meats and cheeses, all cut fresh to order, gift baskets, and the best place for lunch in the area, offering subs, panini, pizza, pasta, soups, and salads. With something to delight even the most discriminating of palates, they invite you to enjoy the results of their proud Italian heritage and years of experience. Driven by owners Jimmy and Irene's passion for food, vision of excellence, and commitment to quality customer service, Jimmy's has emerged from its original location with its hand-painted red, white, and green signs to embody its reputation as an experience like no other. It is a dream come true for its owners, staff, and customers alike. You can reach Jimmy's Italian Specialties on their website at www.jimmysitalianspecialties.com, by phone at 330-759-2600 2904 or by email info@jimmysitalianspecialties.com. Congratulations, Jimmy's Italian Specialties. This week's Be Positive Spotlighted Business. It's now time for some Be Positive news. This first piece comes from the United States Postal Service. The United States Postal Service on December the 8th announced an addition to its stamp program for 2021. August Wilson, from 1945 to 2005, a prominent playwright twice honored with the Pulitzer Prize for Drama, will be celebrated on a forever stamp on January 28th. The non-denominated 55-cent stamp at this time will be the 44th in the Black Heritage Commemorative Series, and it will be issued in a pane of 20. This good news comes from Sharon, Pennsylvania, and the Sharon Herald. Farrell native Janae Avery has been named digital editor of the Herald in Sharon, effective immediately. Editor Jeffrey Jarrett announced on Tuesday. As a newsroom leader, Avery will plan and direct digital and online initiatives that will help drive growth and audience engagement for the Herald over the next decade. She will lead a 3-person digital team that will coordinate digital and online operations among the Herald, Newcastle News, and the weekly Allied News in Grove City, including efforts to expand videos, platforms, and podcasts. A 2020 graduate, Avery, 24, earned a bachelor's degree and master's degrees from West Virginia University, where she studied broadcast journalism, sports communications, and integrated marketing and communications. Avery has worked at major media outlets such as ESPN, Fox Sports, and TEDx Talk. In addition, she interviewed players and coaches and produced preseason highlight videos for her alma mater. Congratulations to the Sharon Herald and to Farrell native Janae Avery. Doing good in your neighborhood. This is Be Positive, and you are listening to No Bad News. Not only is January 1 the first day of the year, it is also the closeout for another celebration of Kwanzaa. And for this piece of good news, we turn to the Southern Belle. Martinique Mix, originally from Atlanta, Georgia, is the founder and owner of Mar Mix Graphic Designs, a graphic design and creative visual arts company. A former graduate of North Atlanta High School and a scholar of fashion and accessory design due to teachings from Savannah College of Art and Design, Ms. Mix has become inspired to create a way for African Americans to display their love for the 7-day holiday Kwanzaa. Besides her Kwanzaa artwork and backdrops, Ms. Mix features on Facebook her organization, Mar Mix Graphic Firm, which specializes in working with small businesses, nonprofits, and religious organizations with their digital design needs. Currently, Ms. Mix continues to spread Kwanzaa cheer and is currently the graphic designer at Big Bethel AME Church and the international component and departments within the AME Church. The graphic designer and creative individual, Martinique Mix, was inspired to create Kwanzaa graphics due to her feeling as if something was missing on digital platforms. She realized that one particular site that she uses often, Facebook, had not created any background for the holiday Kwanzaa like the site had done for other holidays. She knew that she needed to create imagery that she could share and other supporters of the holiday could share and use as well. For each graphic, she was inspired by the trend and style that Facebook had already created with other holiday imagery. However, it was important for Ms. Mix to show different elements of Kwanzaa while keeping it simple and yet engaging. She says, "I'm privileged that Kwanzaa was taught to me at such an early age, and I have always wanted to share and teach the principles to others. Therefore, Ms. Mix did just that for the digital community of Facebook, and her artwork can even be applied to other social media platforms." Shout out to you, Ms. Mix, for doing good in your neighborhood and for all of us that utilize social media. This is Be Positive. You are listening to No Bad News. Our final piece of Be Positive News comes from right here in Youngstown, Ohio, and channel 27 WKBN. First News is following up on a damaged porch in Youngstown and the concerted effort to help out the homeowners. Last week, a car crashed into a home on West Ravenwood Avenue on the city's south side. The family living there said that they couldn't afford to fix the damage. Some local companies donated materials and labor after hearing about the story. On Tuesday, RJS Construction was finishing up with repairs. "We weren't trying to make a profit off of it. Some of my guys I got on other jobs. These guys donated their time. They didn't get paid for any of this either. That was just Christmas-wise. We wanted to donate that to the community," said Robert Shaw of RJS Construction. Want to say thank you so much, Robert Shaw and all of the workers of RJS Construction, for doing good in your neighborhood this holiday season. Up next, a few Be Positive events. This first event is hosted by the Environmental Collaborative, and it's their hiking social distancing club that will be taking place here in the Youngstown, Warren area in Hitchcock Woods, and that will be on Sunday, January 3rd from 10 a.m. until 12 noon. Boots are required. Come on out to enjoy a lovely hike with others to stay in shape during these cold months and to have some safe social interaction during these strange times. All levels and all ages are welcome. Stick around after the hike to learn all about boots and footwear. Each hike, there will be more besides this one, will focus on different types of gear or skills necessary to get outside into wild spaces safely. If you have specific questions about gear or hiking in general, please feel free to ask during the hike. And I took this from their Facebook page, and this is Hiking Social Distancing Club, and it will be happening Sunday, January 3rd from 10 a.m. until 12 p.m. Our next Be Positive event is happening Saturday, January the 2nd from 6:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. and it features the Hearn Brothers at Boardman Los Gallos, and that's located at 685 Boardman Canfield Road in Youngstown, Ohio. January 2nd, the Hearn brothers are at Boardman Los Gallos. The event will be a COVID-19 event. Masks are required except while eating and drinking. Social distancing of 6 feet, no dancing. You can stand and shake your booty at your seat. If asked to comply to any of the requirements, please do so. Their employees are trying to keep the restaurant open and the entertainment available for all to enjoy. And they thank you in advance for your cooperation. That's happening tomorrow, Saturday, January the 2nd, from 6:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. The Hearn brothers at Boardman Los Gallos. Our final Bea Positive event comes from Bootlegged Bass. That's BOOTLEGGED Bass. They will be having an electronic music live stream. That'll be happening January the 9th, 2021. And you can watch it all on Twitch TV, www.twitch.tv/bootleggedbass. And that will be starting at 8 o'clock in the evening, and it'll be concluding at 1:15 to 2 o'clock a.m. And included on the program is Dr. Goo from 8:45 until 9:30. Yes, you can watch Dr. Goo live on Twitch TV, sponsored by the Bootlegged Bass, as they present Sounds of the Underground. Once again, you can watch it all starting at 8 p.m. www.twitch.tv/bootleggedbass. And that concludes our Bea Positive events for this week. Up next, our closing and spiritual meditation. I want to thank you for tuning in and listening to this week's edition of Bea Positive No Bad News. And I want to remind you that if you have someone in mind that we could spotlight either as a business or as a person of the week, please don't hesitate to email me at Bea Positive No Bad News at AOL.com, or drop me a line in our Bea Positive, BEA, once again, No Bad News inbox on Facebook. That is, if you have a person or a business that you think we should call some good news attention to. Also, if you have an event that you would like for us to share, or if you happen to just have some good news that you want us to spotlight as well, you can get in contact with us the same way. Yes, as we mentioned earlier, and as we all know, this is the first day of the new year, 2021. And today's meditation was actually sort of influenced by a shield and a mask that I put on. I have a friend, Robert Dinnick Jokey, who is a performer and theater director in our area, who also happens to make the most fabulous jewelry, and now he also has some masks that he's made in the past, and recently he added face shields. Now, for those of you that do not know, I have two granddaughters that will be graduating in 2021. And I do not know whether or not the graduations will be held live or virtually. So I don't know if I'll be able to fly out there to where they are, 2 different places, Vegas and California, to participate. But if I am able, I have the right equipment that will help me to be safe on the plane. And so one of which is a beautiful mask that Rob made for me that happens to be sequined on the outside. And there is another thing that he made that I told you about, the face shield. And the face shield is not your average face shield. You see, these face shields have jewels on them. Yes. I'm fancy. And so when I posted it and shared about why I was posting it, this was what I was planning on wearing if I had to get on a plane to go and visit my grandchildren and to see them graduate, I said that is the protective headgear that I would be sporting. Well, Rob really was my inspiration for our meditation. And he wrote, Monica Beasley Martin, sporting one of my masks and one of my face shields, enter 2020 battle ready. And I thought about that. I said, you know what? I do intend to enter 2021 battle ready. When I reflect back on the pandemic, it pretty much caught us all by surprise, and we were not prepared for what we needed to do to keep ourselves safe in these difficult times. But now we've learned a few things. And one of the things that we have learned, that it's very important that we wash our hands, that we social distance, and that we make sure that our mouths are covered and our eyes as well. Glasses and different protective goggles and things like that can be very helpful just in case you happen to be exposed to someone who sneezes or whatever, that to protect you when it comes to the virus. And then I thought about Ephesians chapter 6 and putting on the whole armor of God. And so as I reflected on both things, I thought about in terms of, yes, being ready for 2021 physically by making sure that I have the protective clothing that I need to deal with this virus, but also entering 2021 with the spiritual equipment that I also need, that I may be able to be successful in the spiritual battles that we have to deal with as well. So I want to just read to us as inspiration and encouragement for us all from the 10th verse of Ephesians chapter 6. And this is the NIV version, the word of God for the people of God. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the whole armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground, and after you've done everything, to stand. Stand firm then with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Yes, I'm going into 2021, or rather I came into 2021, because now it is in fact 2021. In case you didn't know it, I do record this ahead of time. But anyhow, it is my goal to enter 2021 ready for battle, whether it is a physical one or a spiritual one. And my prayer is that you are ready for battle in 2021 as well. This is Bea Positive. Thank you so much for tuning in once again, and I'll be talking to you next week. Have a Bea Positive day and week.